Hello. What? Okay, how about that? I think that's better now. Yeah, I think something was wrong with my noise gate. Regardless, hello to everybody in the chat. to all one of you, I guess. Today we're gonna be working on some basic arcane development. I've been putting this on hold for quite a while, and I guess it's about time to get it moving. I guess I've been developing in the background, but not on stream, and it's about time I did something on stream that is a little bit harder, you know? It was getting a little bit boring. I have a list here, which are the list of arcanes I want to add. These are all the primary arcanes I'm going to add for the time being. Actually, these are all the ones that I could add, because the other ones either need like warframe ability cast or other external effects like melee kills. You can't simultaneously both test the melee and the primary at the same time. That's not gonna work. So no primary dexterity, just Merciless and Deadhead, then Frostbite, Plated Round, Sharp Shot, Blight, Vendetta, and Crux. However, there is a problem, and that problem is that I can't really, well, I can, but it's not a good idea to use the existing system for simple fire mode updater, because this one is a really complex one when it comes to base damage. Where's my base damage? Here. You can see that this is the basic base damage, but the numbers themselves are actually updated up here, which means they're all over the place. I do not want to run the entire elemental system all over again. Also, one more thing, today's stream will probably be not as long, because since it's Ramadan, I can't actually drink any water to hydrate, which means I can't talk for as long. So yeah, my solution to this system is to simply store all the values. Let me actually illustrate that. That's going to be more understandable. Let me grab my artist's glove. Artist's glove, I think that's what it's called. The drawing glove, I guess. It helps you when you're using a graphical tablet. Okay. There we go. So, normally you would just get the numbers, like say impact, let's say slash, and then multiply these by base damage. Actually, do it. This. And then multiply each one by base damage. But, after I've already done that and stored the info inside of, this one. What's the actual name? I think it's something like serialized, maybe. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's not here. It's in gun. Yeah, it's staged fire modes. Once these are inside of staged fire modes, there will be some issues, because if I update the values inside of staged fire modes once again using base damage, for example, if I go staged fire modes and then update the impact inside of it, so let's say I do this. If I go impact and then multiply the impact by, I think it would be multiplied by base damage plus increase, like the old base damage here. No, plus increase. And then divided by the base damage, so it becomes a simple calculation. If I do this, then I will actually lose reference to the original value. So let's say base damage, base impact is 100. And then I have a base damage increase of 1.0. So technically this would be plus 1, but you get the idea. So this would become 200 impact. And then at runtime, if I gave it an extra 50% impact, which is an extra 50% base damage, so it would be another 0.5. Now, if I move this 200 here, it would be 200 multiplied by 2.5 over 2, which would make it 250. That's correct, but if I want to add another one, now I do not have access to the original impact value, so I can't actually do it. And my solution to that is to simply make a copy. Make a copy, call it original stage fire modes, and then we can go from there. I think I stored it somewhere around here, right? Where did I put the actual value though? There it is. Oh, it's an active spawner, but yeah. The original staged fire modes will just simply hold a copy of the staged fire modes. And then we can use it later. So yeah, let's write a static function for that. The best way to go about it, I think, would simply be to write a public static void update base damage at runtime. Yeah. Then we'd need a reference to the fire mode, which would be staged fire modes. I think these have to abide by an existing system, or maybe not actually. They all look different. Yeah, they look different. Yeah, it's fine. And another reference to not unmodded. Usually I would use unmodded because, wait, would I need unmodded? No, I don't think I would need unmodded. If I go by this, I don't need a reference to the original value, just the applied one. So yeah, we don't need unmodded. So we just need the original values. So original fire modes, and yeah. What else? I'll also need, wouldn't staged fire modes kind of already have the base damage multiplier? Is it a new? Do I need a new reference to that? Let's see, base damage multiplier. But wouldn't this guy, stage fire modes, already have it? For now, we'll add it here, and if it's not necessary, we'll just remove it later. Well, base damage multiplier. Right? That's the name, right? Base damage multiplier, yep. Alright, so I think we'd need a list of names, all elements, from impact all the way to void. Yep, I'll copy that. Alright. And then for each one... Oh, wait. Wait a second. Would we update this? Or would we just say, like, new? I guess we should have a look at this guy and see what it does. Yeah, we increase the multi-shot multiplier itself here. Wait, this is a test. This does not count. Let's go to a different one that's not a test. Yeah, let's go to this one. Okay. So multi-shot multiplier. Source scripted multi-shot multiplier plus buff total bonus. Yeah, I think that's how we do it. Interesting. We don't update the source script itself, like the multi-shot multiplier inside of source script. That one does not change. We can just add the buff here. Interesting. Let's go with that, and then we'll run some tests later. Well, I guess not on stream, because I can't actually run both the stream and Unity and the game at the same time. That's not gonna happen. So for each one of these bad boys here, for each element in all elements, so it would be a for each flow string element, yes, in all element names, we would have to say set field. For now, let's use a temp. We'll give it a float new value equals we'll have to do what? We'll have to get the original value. Yeah, let's get old value. How do we get the old value, you ask? Well, we can use a get field by string here. Cast it to a float and then get field by string. And the first variable is the object, the second one is the string. So the object is the stage fire modes. Wait, is it stage fire modes? I think it is stage fire modes, right? Let's go with that. And the element. We can rename it to element name, I guess. Does this not work? An object reference is required for the non-static field method. An object reference, we do have the object reference stuff right here. Interesting. Wait, why is this fire modes? It's fire mode singular. Interesting. Do I need to say extensions? There we go. And the new value will be the old value multiplied by. Wait a second. We also need the original value. I guess the old value is the original value in this instant. Yeah, it has to be the original value, yeah. So it has to be original value. Original old value. And then we put the new value. Yeah. And we have to do base damage increase divided by base damage. Which means we need both the base damage without and with the increase. So that means we actually need the base damage multiplier and the base damage multiplier increase. There we go. So on the top you have to say base damage multiplier plus base damage multiplier increase, and then divide that by the base damage multiplier. There we go. And then we have to set the new value. Yes. So it has to be stage, no, it has to be set field by string. Yes. And we want to set it inside of staged fire modes. The values itself, no, the string. The string is the element name. And the value is the new value. So this will happen for every single element, from impact all the way to void. Yeah, that should work. Alright, I think that's actually gonna work, surprisingly. I thought it would be harder, but it's not that hard apparently. So we just need to yank that, put it inside of here. But we also need all these. So for now, we'll just put here, leave it with an error, so we remember to update it, and yank this. And we could try multiplying all the damage type values from quantized, but yeah, we can't do it from quantized because the quantized, well, is unquantized actually. When I write here quantized, it's actually unquantized. Buff total by name, and the type is base damage. Yeah, base damage. And to my knowledge, the only place this is used is right here. Like in every single one of these has its own unique name. So we don't have to worry about another update coming from somewhere else with a different name. Yeah, this does not change. Instead of multi-shot updater, you'll be base damage up. There we go. And here, yeah, we are not gonna do that so much as we're gonna do. First it's stage, then it's original. There we go. And what's after that? It is the base damage multiplier, so it would be source script dot base damage multiplier and the increase, which is buff total bonus. Am I right or am I right? I'm pretty sure I'm right. Yes. Though, how about this? How do we put that inside of a log? How do we do that? We could just say base damage, honestly. Wait, is there another buff at runtime that uses this, which is to say base damage multiplier? Let's check. It's only read in one place and only written in one place, so yeah, it's not going to be an issue. We could probably just call this is recalculate multi-shot. No, it isn't. This is recalculate base damage, the current base damage. And the current base damage is this one plus this one. Okay. At a time with how many stacks active? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So now we have the actual recalculate base damage function, or rather method. However, it's never been used. It currently will not get called at all. And the reason for that is we don't actually have a stat that calls upon it. So we have to go to mod stat reader, and other than base damage, we actually need a runtime base damage, because that has to be a completely different thing. Yes, it has to be a different stat. So runtime base damage. Well, I guess runtime base damage increase. Yeah, that's a better name. And then I think you have to pass this bad boy along a couple places to make sure it actually works. If you want to add more of these, if they are something that scales with mod rank, then also add them to mod manager, update mod rank. Yes, it does scale with mod rank. Wait a second. Wait a second. Will we even need this? Couldn't I just use... Wouldn't it just simply use the complex mod system? Because if I go to here, damage reload, primary merciless, reload speed, on kill is stackable, yes, is complex, yes, recalculate base damage, is on kill bonus per stack, on kill max stack. Wouldn't it just... I think it would just work. I don't think it would actually need me to change anything. Interesting. Do I need to change something? I'm pretty sure I don't. Is this gonna work? There's just no way this just works off the bat. That just does not seem possible. But I'll test it. There's sure to be some bugs. There's no way there isn't. That's just unheard of. Corinth Prime, that's a shotgun with a lot of shells, multi-shot and such. Let's just go with Baza. Yeah, basic Baza. Headshot, timescale, let's say 10. Test level 100 is fine, but let's make it a Corpus Tech actually. Yes, I want damage display. Repeat count is fine. Single target. Okay. So First of all, we're gonna just put a serration down the line. Yeah, serration. And after that, I don't think we actually need anything else. We don't need it to be a crit. Fire rate is pretty high already. We could actually reduce it if we wanted to. And every hit is going to be very small though, so we could actually improve that by making some radiation. Electricity, where's my heat? There we go. That should make the number a bit bigger. We could actually make it a tiny bit bigger still. So let's go with more electricity with more heat. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. And then we'll go to arcanes. And hey, two of these have the same name. Let's change that for anything else. Primary merciless. Primary merciless again. What was the other one? Let's go with primary deadhead. Primary deadhead. I think it's a complex mod, but for now. Damage reload? No. Damage headshot. And instead of reload speed, it needs a stat like headshot. Where's my mod stat reader? Where did I put that thing? There, right here. Okay. Weapon headshot multiplier? I mean, that makes sense. Let's make sure it's the correct one. Yeah, I think it is the correct one. But just to be on the safe side, we might want to open... what was it called? I think it was called... Where is it? Database... Not database scripts, but the database itself. There it is, database. And then mods. Then let's go with innate. Okay, target weapon. If we search for head shot, these are all on the headshot. Wait a second, there's actually another way still. If we go to weapon stat reader, yes. Okay, with this weapon drop down, that's the wrong one. T weapon stat reader. There we go. Inside of the extra system, not the main one, but not the override either. Yeah, the extra system. These bad boys should have a, yep, there it is, weapon headshot multiplier. So yeah, it is the correct one. Where was I? Right here. And just copy that and put it here. What are the actual stats though? Primary deadhead, 30% to headshot multiplier. Yep, recoil, we don't have recoil. So it's 120% damage for 24 seconds. So the actual increase per stack is 1.2. And it only has 3 stacks, but the duration is 12, right? 24 actually. Not bad. So on precision headshot kill, okay, it's not on kill so much as on headshot kill. So let me grab the numbers for that guy. On headshot, there it is. And then we'll simply Control F that. Instead of on kill, replace all that with on headshot. kill. On headshot kill, yeah. Is that correct? On headshot kill, yes. On headshot kill is stackable, is complex. On headshot kill function name is on headshot kill. Yes. Bonus per stack 1.2, max stack 3. I will have to check like all at once and stuff, but I'm pretty sure neither of these are all at once. Neither are both, and they're also not individual durations. Pretty sure they're not. Yeah, they're not. 24 seconds, 3 of it, 1.2 each. Let's check. 24 seconds, 3 of it, 1.2 each. Yes, that's correct. We're not gonna save though, because that would ruin this bad boy. Okay, let's go with damage reload. Look at that. Our reload went down. Okay, it was on kill, so our normal value is 624, our low end value. After one kill, it should become more. Interesting. Corpus Tech E1 killed. Interesting. Why didn't it activate? On kill is stackable. Recalculate base damage. Is that the correct name? Let's check. Side of gun. It's called recalculate base damage. It is. So why didn't it increase our values? Let's put... Wait, if it got called, shouldn't it have... Oh, wait a second. I think I know why. In here, for complex mods, do we have... Let's see. Update fire mods array. We should have in... Did I add arcanes here? I should have added arcanes, not? Yeah, let's put something here and check. But the numbers did update, so it should be in there. But I'll put it here just in case. Let's save it. And we'll run this again. Because it should have been called here, but it didn't. Let's add nothing else other than just base damage. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot to attach this. And we can attach it now though. Okay. So we have base damage, we have the damage reload, which are merciless. If we press next now. Oh, come on. Why didn't it get called? Shouldn't this be called? Or is it already updated and it just gives it the values? In that case, you should just reduce the level. Now you get called, okay. Okay, if use mods, okay, implemented mod types, which is just arcane. Okay, now if we check mods right now, it's 11, 0 to 10. It should become 13. And indeed it did become 13. If we check number 11, it's damage reload. should have some numbers in the complex mod department. Yep, on kill. So if we go all the way to here, and gun is null actually. If we reduce the level to say 50, yeah, that should be good. Why didn't it? I am so confused right now. Why didn't it get called again? What if I put one here? Does active spawner call this differently, maybe? Oh, it does. Oh, I need to use that here too. Okay, I see why. Okay, I see why the values did not get updated. Okay, now it should work, hopefully. As I told you, it's pretty much impossible to not have any bugs. It's just unheard of. Where is if use mods? This is inherently with mods. Mods array. Where we apply mods array. There it is. Okay. The name is different here. And so is mods array. There we go. Okay. Now that should make it work. Come on. Baza, some serration, some primary merciless, and move forward. Okay, base is 163. There it is. Current base damage is 2.95. That's an increase of 30, so that means the base before the arcane is 2.65. We make it 2.95. It became 181. At first it was something, and then it became 181. The original one was 163. So does that make sense? Let's see. If we say 163 multiplied, actually let's divide it by 2.65. So the base would be 61.5. And then if we multiply 61.5 by 2.95, yes, that does make sense. And that is correct. However, that's not enough. We need more. Oh, and it ran out. It went back to 2.65 and our number became 163 again. Okay, that's good, because if it runs out and it goes back to the correct value, then we know it's correct. Let's increase the number of targets to like 4 and keep everything else the same. There we go. Start 163, then 181. That's good. Then we went back to 163. Good. And after another kill, we should go back to 181. Nice. Back to 181, 163. All is well, right? Yep. Yeah, it looks good to me. And if we reduce the level even further or add more damage mods, like these two bad boys and these two and the heat magazine. Now, the base is 624. And after a kill, it becomes 695. Is that correct? Base is 235.5. Wait, we actually have to check. Yes. Then 235.5 multiplied by 2.95 should become 694.7. Rounded up becomes 695. So yeah, that's correct. And that's nice. Very well. That number is good. And does it scale further up to? Oh, look at that. 2 stacks, making it 3.25. So at 3.25, it should become 765. Yep, so it's 765. Nice. Did it get even higher? Yep, we do. At 3 stacks, 3.55. 836. And yep, it's 836, alright. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Okay. What next? I think we have more base damage arcanes, don't we? Frostbite gives crit damage and multi-shot. That's easy enough to implement. Wait a second. On cold status effect. Yeah, we could make that work, right? We don't have an on cold one right just now, but I'm pretty sure we can make that work because we have an is on proc. We also have an is on conditional. Yeah, that's not gonna be it though. How about has in enemy event? I think that's the one because this is an in enemy thing. What other types do we have in enemy event? Oh, we have on cold proc already. What did we use that for though? Let me think. On cold proc. I can't think of anything. But if we open up primary stats, we should be able to search for it because most mods are in primaries. Oh, it's right there. It's Shivering Contagion. So yeah, it's not gonna be that hard. Okay. So other than the frostbite, we also have a toxin variant, which is blight. But that's not going to be a problem either, because if we have a toxin, if we have a cold one, just basically reuse the existing system for toxin. The one that I'm most concerned with is on weak point hit. Yeah, that would just be on headshot. Okay, so I'm not concerned with that actually. That's a big buff though. Look at that. 30% status chance, up to 10 times, up to 300% status chance. That's great. But the question is, does the duration actually stack, or the duration is individual? Which is to say, do we lose all that buff when one of the stacks is gone, or will we lose like one stack at a time? Shotgun, Vendetta, multi-shot, and reload speed. On magnetic, yeah, that's pointless. We don't need that. On impact, we don't need that either. On toxin, on headshot, 30% damage. One other question I have is, are these values like 30% damage on your next shot, is that multiplicative or is it additive? The same thing for these guys. Are these additive? I'm pretty sure these are just serration damage. But if they are not, then that's extra interesting. Wait a second. This has both crit damage and multi-shot. Can we make that work? I guess we... Can we make it work? It would kind of be fudged, but it would work. Because I don't think I can create two separate instances of the same type. Like, I can't have two of it is on cold proc, right? Because this isn't a list, this is just a value. Unless I break it in two, but that wouldn't make much sense. For that, I would actually need to rework some stuff, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna take a shortcut and probably just do it like this. Instead of doing it like on cold stuff and on cold status, give it crit damage. On cold status, it will call a different function. Like, I'll make a new one here, like recalculate frostbite, and then that would give you two separate calls, one for the multi-shot, one for the crit damage, and one, what was the other one? One for crit damage and another one for multi-shot. Stacks up to 40x though. Holy heck, how big of a step, how big of a buff would that be? 40, whoops. 40 multiplied by 3, that's 120%. 120% crit damage is actually the same as a vital sense, and 2.25% multi-shot. And 90% multi-shot, that's a split chamber as well as a vital sense. So yeah, that's actually insanely good. However, because it's on cold, unless your weapon has innate cold, I don't see it being that useful, because if you have cold, you can't have viral. Unless you're going corrosive, and then you have to do corrosive cold. But because it's on status and it doesn't give you status back, you also need status chance, so yeah, it's quite out there. The beauty of stuff like Merciless or Deadhead or Dexterity is that they work on anything. They'll give you the same bonus everywhere. But with Frostbite, you'll actually need a specific element. And it's even worse on Blight, because is it the same bonus? It's actually less of a bonus, right? It's more crit damage, but it's less multi-shot. And Toxin is a far more valuable element to mix. So, no corrosive, no viral, no gas. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Yeah. Implementing the rest of these shouldn't be too hard. Like, these will be a bit finicky, but it'll work. Unreload. Do we have an unreload? Pretty sure we do. Yep, we do. Unreload. On weak point hit is not going to be an issue either. The thing I'm a little bit worried about is the new elemental ones. Wait a second, the new weak point stat. Like, it's a weak point increase. I guess I could just substitute it with just headshot, because in my code it's just headshot. But would it work the same way? Like, whoops. If I add weak point, let me get the tablet. Like, let's say I have the damage itself on headshot is 100. And then I have a headshot bonus, like headshot bonus of 30%, which would be 1.3 actually. 1.3 headshot bonus. And then I would have another one for weak point, which would be like, let's say another 30%, and it would be another 1.3. Or would it work something like this instead? 100 multiplied by 1 plus, then headshot, and then weak point. So instead of multiplying it by 1.3 multiplied by 1.3, instead of multiplying it by 1.69, so this would be 169, it would become 1.6 and 160. So this would give you more if you have both, but if you only have one, it's the same thing. That's a good question, which needs to be answered. And what else do I have on my list? Oh yeah, I have to add arcanes to save the builds. The new magnetic set. Yeah, the magnetic welt, right? Impact status effects have 35% chance to apply a magnetic status effect. Times 2 and fire at below 2.5. Cannot produce multiple products in a single instance of damage alongside any other magnetic sources. Yikes. Proccing impact more than once in a single damage instance will not allow this mod to proc more than once, nor will it increase the chance of this mod proccing. Hard engage works with this mod. Fire rate buffs can negatively impact. Yep, makes sense. This weapon's fire rate is exactly 2.5. It will not receive the bonus. You cheapskates, why didn't you give it to us at exactly 2.5? The guaranteed impact ones do enjoy this quite a bit, I assume. Yeah, I'll probably have to get on that at some point after I finish all the arcanes, of course, because arcanes are a priority right now. I guess I'll also have to make a note. Make sure arcane base damage is serration damage. And see how headshot. See how weapon headshot bonus interacts with weak point bonus. I'm pretty sure there was a mod that gave you weak point bonus, but what mod was it? I've forgotten the name. Sniper only? No. Damage, I guess? Factional bonus, elemental, physical. No. Assault rifle only? Maybe they didn't add it to this. Did they add it here? I sure don't see anything. Oh, wait a second. Radial parts of all air effect weapons have a 1x multiplier and cannot trigger headshot conditions. Interesting, I should note that. That would need a new stat. There we go. We'll save that. And these don't need saving, honestly. So the next on the list, we've already implemented primary merciless, so we'll have to double check everything. I've also implemented primary deadhead as you saw. Next up, frostbite and the rest. I don't think I'm going to be capable of continuing the stream. I'm getting tired. Particularly, my throat is getting tired because I need hydration to keep going. So I'm probably going to end the stream here. Yeah, it should probably be the end here. Alright then, I'll see you guys next time and have fun, I guess.